fazer orgia. Outra novinha que tá na volanda, gosta de fazer orgia. Você tá em cima da piroca, 24 horas por dia. Você delicada por cima da briga. Fazer orgia, outra novinha que tá na volanda, gosta de fazer orgia. Você tá em cima da piroca, 24 horas por dia. Você delicada por cima da briga.
Good evening, everyone. Welcome to the first show of 2025. We've been on a little bit of hiatus. Thank you for joining me tonight. It's, as you know me as Oso Blanco. On this show, I'm also on We're Just Roommates with my co-host, Obey Miss Jazz, Mzjazelle.
Lady with 1,000 names.
Yeah, so we'll just go with those two. Yeah. So, Jazz, introduce yourself.
Hello, everybody. It's your fancy fetish lady here. Your lady that's all over the place in gaming and everything else, just online and streaming. Hanging out with also Blanco today, and I'm excited to be back. 2025, big year. We have that new show, Just Roommates.
Yes.
Yeah, we're doing a lot of work, and I'm very appreciative of that, excited. But I'm more excited about the topic today because
today we're doing Yu Yu Hakusho, one of the OGs, one of the first animes that I actually started to watch. I really didn't get to finish it, because growing up poor, we couldn't afford cable all the time. So, but I finally ended up finished watching it. It's a great series to get into. Really, like I've followed the hashtags on it and other creators, and with a lot of these shows being remastered and remade, I would love for Yu Yu Hakusho just to be not even like remade, just have the anime, like the graphics updated.
Yeah.
And I think that would really bring in a lot.
Like a reboot type thing?
Well, not even a reboot, just same storyline, just redo the animation.
Well, like what they're doing with Robin 912.
Yeah, basically.
Yeah, they just updated the art.
That's all it really needs, because the storyline is on point.
I will say that.
The live action was decent.
Yeah, I was like, don't talk shit about the live. I actually enjoyed it.
It was, they did. They the only thing I didn't like is they tried to compress so much into that one season, and I get it. They probably didn't think it was going to be that big of a success, so it was probably more of a one season shot deal. But hopefully, we'll get a season 2, and they'll continue on into the Dark Tournament, and then the whole other Spirit Detective season, then the whole Makazu final season.
That's daddy. Yo, I'm in love with his daddy.
Lord Ryzen, yeah, he's OG. He's OG.
First of all,
he's OP as hell too.
We're gonna talk about that in a second, because I enjoyed the show. I always enjoyed the show. However, like I said, it wasn't really something for me. I didn't. I had Sailor Moon and all the other ones, but it was decent. Put on that was my baby for a little bit, but then I met the daddy, and I was just like, oh, he's the reason I watch, because that's a love story, and I don't care what anybody says.
No,
that's a love story. I will die on. Fuck everything else in that show. What happened between them? Because she was a baddie.
Yeah.
His mom was a baddie. She was like, I'm poison, bitch. You can't.
Yeah. And it's just funny because if I watch with the subtitles.
Yeah.
So even watching, I've only seen this one in the dub. I've never seen the original.
Mm-hmm.
But I watch it with the subtitles, and I like watching it with the subtitles just to because you get a better feel of where the voice actor was going with it
Yeah.
versus what they were actually supposed to say.
Oh yeah.
And some of the stuff would be like completely off. But like when you see it, like, oh, this is what he was supposed to say versus what he said, and like, okay, what he said worked better with it.
True, but I also feel like it has to go with like the translation as well as censorship. Certain things like they don't want to bring up in the American version. I don't know if that's the case for this one.
Well,
so
it might be for the newer animes, but back then it's like, no, they were.
Yeah.
It was, I think it was more of a direct translation, but the way the voice actors went through it, it worked with the whole vibe they were going for, like what they were saying.
True.
But yeah, Kurama. It's like in the Dark Tournament when because they like the live action, they meshed it all together so fast. You didn't really get to appreciate that transformation of Kurama. Yeah. From Suichi to actually the Nine Tails Kurama, Thief, Spirit. It's he was one of those that's OP. Just like even their character development, especially Hiei going from the criminal bad guy in season 1 to being one of the heroes at the end.
That's the loud guy.
He's the short one, the demon with the Jagan eye.
Who's the?
You're talking Kuwabara.
Kuwabara, that's my baby boo.
My only beef with the live action is they really took out in the first episode where doubt is a spoiler because if you haven't seen it by now, I would have been living under a rock. Kuwabara. No, not Kuwabara. Yusuke.
I keep saying Urameshi.
Well, yeah, that's his whole name.
No, I know.
But he dies, and they're at the wake, and you see Keiko. She's losing it, and then in the anime, you see freaking Kuwabara bursting his way in, and they're having to drag him away. Yeah. But he's crying, and he's like, it's so dependent on Urameshi, and then like just that whole vibe, that whole connection that they had. Yeah, they were only fighting each other, but it was a connection they had.
Yeah.
And in the live action, I don't really think they really brought that out.
I could see that because I love the drama of the anime from that. It's just the fact that like he was so passionate about it. Like I said, I didn't care about the show at the beginning. I will admit that. I was like, I don't care. Another, guy anime, air quote, so you guys can hear or fully hear me, see me. But like, yeah, I was like, I don't give a shit about this. I have Dragon Ball. Like, I have enough. And just to see that passion, it reminds you of like Vegeta when he yells like Kakarot! I know, or like when he sees like Bulma about to get fucked up by, was it Frieza when he comes back when Future Trunks came in?
Was that Future Trunks?
It was Future Trunks who went to go meet him, but Bulma was in the thing with Baby Trunks. With Baby Trunks, and he shot at it, and then Trunks saved him, and he was like, "You don't care about your wife?" He's like, "I know about my baby. Like, I know about her. She good. She Gucci."
Right.
Like, it's that energy because, like,
right.
He's always with her, that passion, but also like the fact of like Goku and Vegeta's relationship being such like a rivalry brother situation.
Well, that's the whole thing.
And that was their thing.
Their whole Goku and Vegeta, they were just. He's well. You always have that one that knows what's going on, and the other one that just here for their thing. Okay, I heard you're strong, so I want to fight you. For Vegeta, okay, he's the destroyer. He's the guy. The other person is the killing people, and then he knows the whole story. Goku's like, okay, I heard you're strong. I want to fight. That's literally all.
It's like that's wild, Muffin Button. Sorry, I still love the abridged.
Oh no, the abridged, Team 4.
We have to talk about Team 4 Star.
Team 4 Star, yeah. If you haven't seen it, go to YouTube, watch it on their Team 4 Star DBZ abridged. It's hilarious.
And Hellsing, if I want to drop that down, Hellsing Ultimate Abridged is amazing.
I've seen some of those too.
Let's get back on track.
But yeah, that was my only real beef with the live action. Like they really didn't, even like the respect between Hiei and Urameshi from the beginning to the end. It really didn't capture like that really well. Like it still had a good storyline. They put in what they could, but the undertones of their relationships really didn't come through.
No, I get that. I believe that. However, I have a surprise for you because I need to jam out to this, and you're gonna hear it with me. So bear with me, y'all. Bear with me. Bear with me because my computer be a little wonky sometimes. I ain't gonna lie about that, John. But now, let's see. Does it go through? Let's see. Let me see here. Porque I don't know.
Yeah, the opening to it is for all 4 seasons. It's a pop. Like you can still jam out to it. It'll make you want to rewatch the anime all over again. I've
First
seen.
of all, the album is really tough.
Oh, I believe it.
We all know that.
She's dancing on the favorite thing. But it is one of the better intros as well. But that's the thing too. Like you can really tell if the anime is going to be a hit just by the intro. If the intro's a hit, 9 out of 10. It's just 9 out of 10. All the ones I've seen in the top. So yeah, that was the intro to Yu Yu Hakusho. I believe it's the same one all through all 4 seasons, or the last season might have gotten like a remake or updated version of it. But yeah, all is still it's a hit.
Fun fact: I did not research that at all. I just like the first one. I didn't care about nothing else.
No, I know it's the same, but when they hit season 3, the other spirit detectives saga, that's when like it changed. Like even the intro itself, which was always like them on the broom and stuff like that, it changed too because they introduced several new characters into that too, and so they like brought them into the intro as well. But yeah, the intro changed, but the thing is still the same track, but it's still about.
It's a bop regardless.
Oh, yeah. But yeah, I think it's just an updated like more updated if I remember right. But yeah, it's Yu Yu Hakusho is definitely one of the I would say foundation animes. It's good to start with if I was recommending to anybody,
Mm-hmm.
just because it has like yeah, it's a fight, it's fighting, it's a lot of stuff like that, but it also has a lot of undertones to it, a lot of relationships, a lot of the character development as well. So it's really good to get it. You'll get hooked on it. By the second episode, you're gonna try to binge watch the whole first season, and yeah, you'll.
So, what character do you feel like you relate to the most, or what is your favorite character?
Oh, that's so hard to pick. I'm Lord Bison. I'm not. I don't care.
Gang.
Just because he's,
He gets bitches.
I'm already up there in the age. So
have you not been feasting yourself?
And my stomach is always growling. So I could relate.
He was like, okay. So for y'all who don't know, out there in the interwebs, who's Lord Rising?
All
What's
right,
his story? What's going on?
Like if you guys are gonna be, it's not really. I mean, you can watch the anime if you haven't seen it now. Pretty much the last season goes to the bloodline of Urameshi, why he's so powerful.
Mm-hmm.
Basically, it comes out that he's a Mazaku. Mazaku being he's part demon. So his ancestral father, who is Lord Ryzen, one of the top 3 demons in the demon world, back in the feudal, well, even before the feudal age in Japan, before the spirit barrier was put up to stop the demon world and Earth from mixing.
Yeah.
Ryzen met his great, you remember she's like great, great, great
His
grandmother, like
ancestor. His ancestor.
and that's a whole
Sure.
story. He fell in love because she was a smart ass. She knew her shit.
She a baddie.
Yeah, she's a bad.
Because you can't be a demon king and get checked by some mortal bitch. Where she's
Right.
just like, bro, you can eat me, but you might die. Just letting you know that. I
Right.
test medicines on a regular.
Right. Then she had to a point where like, okay, well, yeah, you can still kill me, but you're really not gonna drink all this. You can not be tempted by all this blood and stuff.
Yeah.
So either way, if you're gonna die. So anyway, they ended up messing around. Next morning, he left because he felt unworthy to be with somebody like her. So he said he wouldn't eat till he saw her again, and then that's when the barrier got put
I
up,
thought
and
she died.
she died in childbirth. But he was already trapped in the demon world because they put up the spirit barrier.
He was trapped. Yeah,
That's why he could never go back. So he stopped eating. So fast forward 300-400 years.
I'm sorry to interrupt, but ladies, if he would, he would. I'm just saying. Because how can these men or your partners say that they love you so much but not go on a hunger strike for thousands of years? What is the point?
Right.
How are you not being a demon and one of the kings of demons and be like, I am so sad that my baby boo ain't here. Dead. I'm going to starve myself. And then when he's still starving himself, why he meets up with the dude, right? He still hasn't eaten until he meets Urameshi.
He hasn't eaten. Finally, like as the story progresses, pretty much there's going to be a revolt because they know that Ryzen's about to die. So the other two demon kings basically are going to make a power move. So they recruit. Urameshi gets recruited by his ancestral father.
Mm-hmm.
Kurama gets recruited by an underling of his from back when he was the fox thief that used to run in his gang, who's now one of the demon kings. And Hiei is brought in by Makuro, who's the other third big shot in the demon world.
Mm-hmm.
The only thing that I did not like about this storyline was the fact that the other two really thought that they were on pace with Ryzen.
Yeah.
Because they're like, oh yeah, we would all fight to a stalemate. Okay, you guys realize that he hasn't eaten in over 500, 700 years.
Yeah.
And he's still managing to fucking fight y'all to a stalemate. So he's not even at full power. And y'all talking about, oh yeah, we're big bad. If this man would have ate, it wouldn't even have been a question of, oh yeah, who the other team. No, he would have mopped the floor with all of them.
But he would have been feral as shit.
Well, it shows too in like the last bits of when he's telling the whole storyline, like he goes hunger mad, like he's about to die, he hasn't eaten so long, he goes crazy, and even Urameshi says it, like, yo, like I'm barely holding on with all my strength, and I could barely stand him. Mm-hmm. So like his power level was crazy. So I can only imagine it would be nice if they did like a backstory, just did like a season on him or like a short movie, just to actually show his full power.
I agree.
Because just from that, he's OP.
Honestly, I would love just watch that. Like, as much as I enjoyed Yu Yu Hakusho, I prefer that story. I want to know. I like, you know me, I love crossovers. I love, what is it called? Prequels.
Yeah.
I like shit that explains things before I get into it because it pisses me off when I only have a little bit of the story.
Right.
And then to imagine, like, literally it was a sad situation. Dude died. And then he's like, oh, yeah, by the way, all this crazy shit, shenanigans. Now you're a spirit police.
Yeah.
And now, by the way, this is your great granddaddy.
Right. And then the fact that they tried to kill him when they found out, like, oh, well, he's a Mazaku, so we got to stop him before he turns evil. And I'm like, bro, y'all really, he's on y'all side. Like,
yeah.
But that's the whole thing with them. And the other thing on there, like, it really goes to show, like, how even like they're portrayed in the demon world, how they actually, because there's different rankings to the demons. So Ryzen, Moroku, and I'm forgetting the other guy's name, the blind one. They're all considered S-class demons. So you have your bottom tier, you have your C's, your B's, your D's. Hiei and Kurama in his half human, half demon form, was considered A-class.
Mm-hmm.
So was Hiei. Until after the Spirit Detective saga, where he became like just barely an S class. So, and I'm only bringing this up because at Ryzen's death, when Rameshi comes back from proposing the Demon World tournament,
Mm-hmm.
they have a wait pretty much for Ryzen, and all these other demons show up, and uh, they all power up because they're all getting hyped because they're all talking about old stories with Ryzen and how they all used to fight and how it was a grand old time. And then you get to see even the other demons, the other top two demons, get to feel because they can always sense the power levels of the other ones.
Yeah.
Okay, where have all these demons been at that are at this level? Nobody has seen them for years. You completely forgot about them. Then all of a sudden you have 15 S class demons.
Well, I think it's because they don't feel challenged. So why would they?
Well, that's the thing. Like,
Yeah.
if I'm gonna call myself a demon king and I'm gonna have my own little kingdom in the demon world, and I'm proclaiming I'm the biggest of the bad. Okay, you've never heard of all the top. Ryzen knew all these guys.
Oh, you're talking about the other two. Yeah.
Because they all used to run around and rumble, and okay, so you have all these powerful.
But I think that goes to the fact of old school, like old money, new money, right? He's been around for all these years. These other two kings could have been like around. However, you're not you're working your own circles.
Right, but
he was more known because he's done shit.
Right,
these other two hasn't.
But then that goes to show, okay, if none of the other S class demons even showed up to fight any of the other ones, then you're not really a threat.
Yeah.
That should tell. That goes. It all goes back to my point of where Ryzen's actual level, his power. Like they only came out because they felt Ryzen die.
Yeah. Well, here's the thing too with that. Couldn't it be the situation of like again going back to Ryzen's the bigger baddie? So why the fuck am I gonna count myself with number 2 and 3, when I could try to battle the big bad? I don't give a fuck about the other two.
No, I get what you're saying.
Yeah.
But like just from like the other two's point of view, Makuro's and the other guy.
Yeah.
Okay, because the whole before Urameshi stepped in with the Demon World tournament.
Yeah.
It was going to be pretty much a free for all between the last two to see who's going to be in charge of Demon World. So you guys have absolutely no idea that there's at least 15 other S class demons that can either go toe to toe with you or wipe out your whole team. How are you running a kingdom if you don't know this?
Fear. I don't know. People are dumb.
I mean, like you thinking you're big and bad. That could have been a whole like. Do a multiverse of the Yu Yu Hakusho and just have that run through where they actually go to war, and you have these demons just say, "Oh, it's a war now. We have powerful enemies. Let's see how bad they are." And then they just come in and just start mopping the floor with everybody.
I can see that. I just prefer to have the who is it? Our main peoples go on little adventures. I prefer that.
True.
I just prefer that. I don't know. Like I said, because to be fair, my daddy. We know that he dies. He dies in the show.
Yeah, but you could also have cool. I mean, this could be another spin up. You could do Kuwabara because he had a thing for Hiei's sister.
Yeah,
the little frog. That could be a whole little thing. He could go to Demon World and try to visit her, like get into some shenanigans.
But that's what I'm saying. Like, I want to see what's going on with that situation versus because we already know this. It's just like every other kingdom situation. It's like every other battle. You got two people who think they're the biggest and the bad, but they're really not. And now they got to fight each other, or then fight the other people who think they're not worthy. And guess what? I don't really care.
And it was funny because at the Demon tournament when Makuro, because they had a big round robin eliminations to trickle the numbers down. So there was like 30 contestants to each group. The one group that had Makuro in it. Mm-hmm. Right before the fight was supposed to start, everybody quit. Yeah. Like, I just wanted to say I was in the ring with him. Yeah. I don't want to actually fight this one.
Yeah, that was funny.
But yeah, like they all had a good ending even at the end. Everybody got pretty much what they wanted, except for Kuwabara, because the sister went back to the demon world. She didn't get it either because she never found out that he was actually her brother. So they could still do something with that. Yeah. Just saying, even like a little limited series if they wanted. But
pretty sure there's fanfics somewhere.
I'm pretty sure.
I might
But
go deep
it's
dive
really
into it.
Yu Yu Hakusho first season. When he gets his powers,
Yeah.
it's great. When he has to go to see Genkai
Mhm.
to be picked as
That's
her apprentice,
She would
that
be
whole
into it.
arc, the four demons in the castle,
Yeah.
which showed that Yusuke don't care if you're a bad woman, demon, you want to fight, he got hands.
His hands are rated E for everybody.
Facts, because he
Equal opportunity punches.
yup. You want to fight?
Left and
Bet.
rights.
Because I remember the episode Kobaru was telling you can't fight her because she's a girl. I don't care. She's a demon and she want to fight. Like, I'm gonna put your hands. It's like, bro, you can't.
I know. I stand by that. Like I said, I always felt if you're gonna throw hands at somebody, you better be able to throw hands
Right.
and keep up. Like I don't care about what the situation is. That's why I always say you might fuck me up, but I'm still gonna swing.
Oh yeah. But then there's the whole Poe arc.
Mm-hmm.
Pooh, the little stuffed animal looking big eared.
Oh. Boy, yeah.
And second season, that's when they rescue his sister from the All Saint. I think it's All Saints demons. And the first introduction of what's his name? The brothers. I forget the name.
I'm gonna say Thunder Brothers. That's Inuyasha.
I was gonna say the Russo brothers, but no, that's Marvel.
Like
But they introduced the brothers, and then they
our
get dragged
minds
into
are
the dark tournament,
Mhm.
and then the whole Genkai with one of the brothers, their whole past, and the storyline with that. It's really you really get into the whole storyline, especially in the second season. You'll
It
really get
definitely
into
pulls
it.
you in. I will say again, as somebody who was never interested, and I saw clips like certain things were funny as shit because, like you said, I would always see Korbar like, "You're meshy."
Yeah, Cool Bar is over
You
the
go
top.
give me with his fucking pompadour fucking hair. Fucking yo, 80s/90s fucking anime with that wannabe gangster American fucking. I'm thinking it's if I remember correctly, it's supposed to be like from the 50s in America somewhere, like in the New York gangster shit, and shit is hilarious to me.
Yeah.
I'm like, how is your hair staying up like that, bro?
His jaw always
and
got
I know
the little,
they did. Yeah, bro, it's hilarious.
It's funny. But yeah, Cool Bar
so much energy.
is that comic relief.
Yeah.
So he's
He's such a soft. He's I'm gonna destroy everyone. What do you mean I'm the last one?
Yeah, he swears he's the.
Who's the Yu-Gi-Oh character that's like him? Oh, what the hell?
That's Joey.
Joey, yeah.
He's the comic relief,
Yeah.
basically. Like,
So
he thinks he's at that level with everybody else. He's powerful in his own
You're
right.
not gonna talk about Joey. He has the heart of the card.
No, I'm talking about Cool Bar.
Oh, okay.
Like he's not at the same level as the other three, Hiei, Kurama, and Yusuke.
But he got the sword.
He'll go toe to toe. Like he's got the heart to be in it.
That's why he's there.
But yeah, because Hiei loves busting his balls about this because he knows he's not at that level. But he's like, oh yeah, I can take on Taguro, the Taguro brothers. Oh yeah, I'll take on Taguro, but like, bro, like you can't. Like Taguro mop the floor with you with one breath. But it's really a good anime. It's one of my all-time favorites. I rewatch it all the time. There's really not a lot of filler in it too. That's why I really like it.
Yeah, because that's something fucking anime that.
Yeah, some animes will kill you with filler. This one, maybe one or two episodes that I can remember off bat that were really non-essential to the plot.
What was the blue hair girl name?
I know you're talking the Grim Reaper.
Yeah.
No, it wasn't the Grim Reaper. It was the sister. Cool Bar's sister?
No.
Or the Grim Reaper?
The Grim Reaper. The Shinigami.
Oh my god! I just had it and I freaking lost it.
She's annoying as hell, but I also love her.
Yeah.
First of all, I love the random ass characters. They just show up every so often.
Oh
like
yeah.
The cat girl. That's
she's the announcer, the referee.
Like, like she's just freaking the fuck out.
And then they replace her and she's talking shit about the new girl.
And she's like, stupid bitch. I was like,
she's like, oh, that would never have happened if you had a seasoned veteran in the ring reporting the action. Like, bitch.
Let her be her, okay? But also, didn't that when all the demons, like going back to what you were saying earlier, like when the demons were waiting for Ryzen to, pass on pretty much or fight him, there was like a set. I think it was like female demon or something like that, and she was tearing bitches up. She was tearing people up, and then I think one of the guys.
Yeah,
Like,
that was Horizon's girlfriend actually.
Yeah.
Before he went to Earth and met
Yeah.
the ancestor of Urameshi.
Yeah.
So when he came back to the demon world,
Uh-huh.
he broke it off with her.
Uh-huh.
And that's what she was like, oh, yeah, well, since he left me, I've been just getting drunk every day and I married this lug.
Yeah.
I don't care. And she just takes a big ass swig of the
Yeah.
big ass gorge of liquor
Yeah.
that she's carrying around.
Fucking love it.
Yeah, because they thought it was an attack and it was just her just beating the hell out of
Yeah.
people trying to get to his grave.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that's supposedly
she was
that was his original girlfriend that he broke up with after he came back from the human world.
Well, that's funny.
Yeah, that one was funny as hell.
Yeah,
and she was power as hell too.
But that's what I'm saying. Well, first of all, you're rising. You got to be strong. But first of all, okay. So wait, let's go. Let's jump into something. Real quick. You seen Inuyasha?
Most of it, yeah.
Most of it. Okay. So do you know anything about Inuyasha's like dad and mom?
Not really.
Okay, so I'm gonna explain. This is why I feel it's the same fucking shit, except for Izayoi, who is Inuyasha's human mom, is a pussy because she died so fucking like she didn't die at the time, but like there's just so much. So anyway, the story is, what the hell's his name? Inuyasha? I don't know. We're gonna call him Inuyasha's daddy. Inuyasha's daddy already had a wife, had a kid, demon, pureblood demons. Then fell in love with a human, Azoye, a princess. She was already going to be betrothed. There's whatever. Her ex-lover burnt down her castle or her home to kill her and the baby, pretty much.
Sounds about right.
Yep. He saves her and dies, which makes no sense because he's a very powerful, strong-ass demon, but yet you die. That's Gucci. And I understand there was a war, whatever, for everybody who hears this. I mean,
everybody has a weakness. So.
No, what I'm saying is, the mom dies later on. Inuyasha's by himself. Later on, seasons later, they meet. Inuyasha meets this Shishomaru's mom, who's a full demon, who says the same. He's like, "Oh wow, look at you. Your daddy really got that nasty ass human taste, huh? Y'all really like that shit? That's crazy." Like she was blazed. So I kind of feel like it's the same situation where, like, low key, I think she wasn't very open that she was mourning her ex-husband or husband, but it's the fact of like they leave their demons to go be with a regular ass woman, and those bitches die anyway. But I respect more. Like I'm gonna probably get so much hate. I don't give a fuck about Inuyasha's mom. Because I don't know, I gotta think about the time
technically she wasn't. Well, back then she died of childbirth, so
yeah, no. But that's what I'm saying. Different, like what you call it. But she was also spicy to her husband or her man.
Right. It was
spicy. She was spicy. She's like, bitch, you could go out and eat me. You
they
gonna
both
die.
had from what we saw of his original girlfriend versus the one versus the human one. Yeah, they had the same attitude.
Yeah.
That's all it was. It was just
there was something. Didn't. That's why
there was more something about her that that's what it was. But yeah, I haven't seen Inuyasha a lot, so
no,
I started it. Then I don't know if they have a regular version and then they have like a more cut version, kind of like Full Metal.
No,
it's
the same one. What they do is they have different. They have different types. So they have Inuyasha something, and then they have the third thing that just came out not too long ago, which was Yashahime, which is about their children.
Wow. Yeah, because I've seen one Inuyasha, then I see another thing for Inuyasha, and then I'm like, look,
it's a lot.
Just give me a whole straight timeline.
No, well, it is. I think what it is that the original Inuyasha, it starts from what happened to him and his whole situation. Then it goes into them chasing the bad guy Naraku,
right?
And then, of course, not getting him because shit happens. But then realizing in the second season, that's when we're getting close because also these other puzzles start to go into place.
Right.
Because again, why the fuck did daddy die so easily? 1, 2, who the fuck is this bitch? And I'm talking about Shishomaru, my sexy ass. Oh my God, he could tear me apart. I love that.
I would say something right now, but I don't want to get hate.
Go ahead, say something.
I'm not going to say it.
Say something.
You already know what I'm going to say.
If you say you like Kinky, I'm going to beat your ass.
Nah, Kinky was like,
fuck that bitch. No, go ahead, say something.
Nah.
Say it. Fight me, say it.
We all know about Shishomaru.
What about Shishomaru?
You know what?
Oh, the pedo.
Yeah.
Shut up. Look.
I try not to. You can't.
No.
Say it.
No. Because that's one fucking thing, and I will say this, and I know this is a Yu Yu Hakusho show, and I apologize. But I'm gonna rant about this real quick because I'm still gonna fucking say it. They had a wonderful opportunity to, because first of all, it's weird that he fell in love with his ward. She was a child. That we already know that's weird. And oh well, she was like she turned 18, and that was normal back then. Shut the fuck up. No, it's weird. However, they also get into this situation where he married her off like a child, like his child, right? Married off to a big lord or something like that. One. Two, she wanted to be like a fucking demon slayer or something because she was hanging out with Kohaku. But also the fact that they let her give birth, which I'm not saying that she couldn't have, but she died like twice.
Yeah.
Right? So we don't know what that really represents. That was still something new for them to deal with. So they had a perfect opportunity for it to be like she couldn't have children, so she adopted children. And that would have helped Shishomaru like humans more, because that's his whole thing. He hates humans. Despite, again, in the series, he had the one princess that fell in love with him that died in his arms. Then you had fucking, I'm about to call her Rini. That's not her name. Rin. So, y'all fucked up. Y'all fucked up. I don't care. Fight me.
I don't think he just hated Hugh. He hated everybody.
No. Well, I think he had daddy issues.
He just hated like certain types of people. That's all it was.
Yeah, no, he was.
Because if he hated humans, he would never have had a ward that was human.
Well, that was the thing too. Is that like he hated his daddy so much, right? And that was the thing too, because his mom brings it up. Because she's like, oh, so you have one of those things around? That's kind of funny. That's weird.
Yeah.
So you like your daddy? He's like, nah, I fucking hate humans. Hate those motherfuckers. She's like, me? She's like, shut up, bro. You're fine. You're fine. You're fine.
That's what I mean.
Like that's his little pet.
So it's just certain things. Certain people.
But
he hated fucking Inuyasha.
But that's the thing too. When you watch the series, I don't think it's so much I hate him. I think it was the fact that he felt alone. He felt like he was betrayed, because you find out later in the series that the dad went to war. That's one of the reasons why he died, because he got hurt during the war and then went to go save his girl. However, Shishomaru was also on the front. He called upon his brother when he needed him to help him in a war, but Inuyasha fell in love with Kikyo and got fucked up and got on the tree. Stuck on the tree. So he's like, so you really chose a human like our daddy did when I needed y'all to help.
Right.
Fuck you. Fuck everything you stand for. So I get it.
Yeah.
I get it. But he's also arrogant because his mom is a pompous bitch. But we love her for that. She's just like, oh, I could literally kill everybody, but I'm not, because like that's not that fun. And I was like, all right, queen.
Yeah, well, that's the thing.
Queen,
like,
we love that about
you get that with a lot of the OP characters in a lot of animes. Like they get to a certain level where like it's not like, what, I'm not even gonna bother. Like, I already know I can whoop you.
Yeah.
You know I can whoop you.
Yeah.
And it's like you're not even worth me trying.
Yeah.
Like,
so. No, I get it, and I respect that, but. Yeah, I feel like anything with demon related and they fall in with a human, but then also have like this lineage or connection to their race or betrayal or some bullshit that happens. It's just like, it's wild.
And it's funny because that's one of the issues in the last season that Urameshi has to deal with.
What?
Coming to terms with his demon half.
Yeah.
Because when he dies for the second time.
Yeah.
He's brought back. He comes back as the Makazu, because in order for the Makazu to Mazaku to come back, it has to find somebody in the bloodline who's actually strong enough for it to emerge from.
True.
Because they have to explain this, because everybody came up with, oh well, why didn't it come out when he died the first time?
Yeah.
You got to remember, when he died the first time, he wasn't as strong as he was when he died the second time. That's the only reason the Mazaku came out, because his body could actually hold that power. So
be a worthy vessel.
But then it brings up the whole thing. Okay, now you're half demon, so nobody and they show it which I like that in that season. They show how even people who were trying to help him didn't really get that. Okay, then when they understood that, okay, he's half demon now, so he's not going to act like a regular person. Then they even started second guessing whether or not they were going to help him.
Yeah.
So it actually showed, like I said, like it has a lot of nuances and aspects to it that's why I really like this anime.
No, I
but
agree.
It's really, I hope they do something, remaster it, a continuation, something. So All right.
But
Just wanted to do a quick show today because we were on hiatus all of January. I wanted to start in January, but was not feeling that well most of the time. Feeling better now. Even today, I was honestly I was about to cancel, but postponed this long enough. So with
yeah,
that being said,
and I wanted to dance. God damn it!
I saved y'all.
Dun, 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 dun.
Trust me, it's nightmare fuel. Y'all don't want to see that.
No, you don't. You definitely don't. I don't even want to see it. I'm doing it.
Um,
I'll do the Tina Belcher.
I'm thinking about doing some changes to the show. Maybe I don't know. Thinking about doing something more with the show. With this show, I do like talking about these animes and movies and shows and stuff like that. But I do think I want to incorporate other aspects. So that's something to look forward to. Next Monday is going to be a repeat of this episode because we're changing the format now. It's not going to be every week. A new show is going to be every other week. Just because I'm on the other podcast and my co-host Jazz has other podcasts,
Jazz
so we're
is
trying
on
to
like 18 different podcasts.
so we're trying to like streamline it. 1 week we do all the shows and we get like a week off. So
editing. And
we're gonna do that. During the week, probably next week, I'll post up what the next show is going to be about. I'm not quite sure yet or what I want to do for that show.
Well, we should talk about what we're starting to work on with the chickens.
Yeah, we're probably gonna have some co-stars coming soon. I was thinking about doing that actually, having them like maybe try to do some voiceover work with them.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, in case y'all don't know, due to the way the economy is going, we have decided to get some chickens.
Yes. Can I name them?
$7.
Can I name one your Meshi? Can I name one your Meshi? I want to yell that every
well, it's not, I don't think that's gonna. Well, it could fit because it's a last name. So yeah, because they're all girls. So it might be Keiko, Botan. That's the one.
Botan, that's that bitch.
So, but we'll figure it out. But yeah, I'm getting some chickens.
I'm never some eggs.
Yeah, so we'll see what happens. But thank you for joining me. Thank you, Jazz.
As always.
See us on the next episode.
Where can they find you?
I'm on Oso Blanco 83. This is my personal IG. If you guys want to tag me on that one, got the OSOTALKS Pod, IG, YouTube, and Facebook. Please like, share, everything.
Support.
Really appreciate it. If you guys want anything that I want to talk about, drop me a message or leave a comment, and we'll see what we can do.
We love debating.
If you've seen any of the other shows, I'm nerd, for lack of a better phrase. Anything anime, sci-fi, horror.
No, I'm good. Count me out of anything horror.
I'll pretty much watch it. I just started watching The Designated Survivor. If you haven't seen that one, that's a pretty good show so far. I'm only 3.5 episodes in. It's still got my attention. Let's see how long.
Pitt's been interesting.
Pitt is another good one if you like medical shows. I do love the format that they're doing. One episode for 1 hour of the day. It will piss you the hell off because you want to know what the hell's going on and it just cuts off. So, but it's a good one. I know Jazz is watching The Resident.
The Resident.
It's another hospital type show.
And Handmaid's Tale on my end. Do not watch it. It's really, really good, but triggering as hell.
Yeah, there's a lot of stuff on it.
I'm just saying, I'm not going down. I want to be. I'll be a Martha and poison everybody.
Yeah, but we'll see. Definitely. Waiting. I have not gotten a chance to see Section 31.
Yeah,
the last Star Trek episode. Star Trek movie that came out. I'm trying to get to it as soon as I can so I can do a review on it. So we'll see what happens with that. And can't wait for Star Trek Strange New Worlds to come back.
Yeah.
Hopefully the spinoffs will start soon with the Academy one.
Yeah, the Discovery's done.
Yeah, right now the only thing Star Trek is Strange New Worlds. That's the only thing that's still going on. There's a couple spinoffs.
Below Deck is
Well, yeah, Lower Decks.
Lower Deck, okay.
And Prodigy, I don't know if they got renewed. I don't even know if Lower Decks got renewed. I haven't watched the last season.
I don't know. I thought they were still hitting it good because they're still talking about the crossover episode, which was fucking amazing.
Yeah, that episode was good. But we'll see where they land on. Yeah. So thank you for joining me.
Mm-hmm.
And
Everybody,
see y'all next week.
See you next week. And again, you guys can find me on all social medias as Mzjazelle on all platforms, or Obey Michelle for anything kinky. Just go to any of those and you'll find all my other accounts. They're way too long to list. I will be back. What's today? Today's Wednesday. So I'll be back on
next weekend. Next week.
Monday. No, tomorrow. Saturday. We are airing our new episode for.
We're just roommates.
We're just roommates. We have no idea what we're going to talk about yet, but I know it's going to be hilarious because roommate's been roommating lately, and I know I've been pissing him off.
There's a lot of content out there. A lot of anybody that has me. This is one thing I'm gonna tell you right now. If you add me on IG, I will be sending a lot of reels.
Yeah.
Because I do that.
Annoying ass.
Very.
But you send it to my account. Like, there's no sense. Send it on IG. We're going to talk about this later.
No. We're going to talk about this right now.
No.
Because this is what's going to happen on Saturday.
No, because I'm going to fight you.
Because she tells me, because she has a couple IG accounts for all this stuff. Fine. Send it to my phone. I sent it to the phone. Oh, I didn't get it. It's not working. Okay. Send it to my account. I sent it to the account. I'm like, did you see what I sent you? Oh.
No. You mean out of the 80,000? First of all, you're not the only one. I have everybody else sending me 18,000 TikToks and messages and stuff.
Oh, wow.
Motherfucker. Let me watch it. You're like, did you see the one about the chicken? Motherfucker, there's 18,000. And then there's one with a cow. Where the fuck that one come from? You didn't even tell me about that one.
And you forgot about the ones with the bears.
And with the bears. You're right. But here's the thing. You're correct. And I will give you that. Do I bitch about it? Always. Mm-hmm. However, chill the fuck out, bro. I'm right here. And then I'll be right next to you and you do it. Just tell me. First of all.
Sometimes I don't feel like freaking holding my phone up. My arms hurt.
Because the other thing that pisses me off, motherfucker, is that we're sitting next to each other pretty much in the same fucking area. And you're like, I'm in the middle of watching a video or something. And he's like, Jazz, look at this. Look at this. Jazz, look at this.
No,
I'm like,
I'll wait. I'll be like, Jazz. Hold on a second.
No.
Okay.
No. He does that when he sees me get the fucking mom stare. And I'm like, I will fucking beat your ass. Look.
This is the shit you signed up when we said we was going to be friends. So.
No, you're right. Right. I'm not bitching, but I'm bitching. I'm dealing with it by bitching. I didn't say it wasn't going to be bitching. This is what you signed up for.
Oh, well.
Fuck out of here. Anyway.
All right.
Bye.
On the next
Saturday, y'all.
Saturday.
Watch me verbally beat his ass. And you guys have a good one.
Gosta de fazer orgia, essa novinha que tá na volanda, gosta de fazer orgia.